What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing you all a story of me as a sixth grader splashing a third grader with a cup of orange juice. Yeah, pretty random topic right there. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright, so it all started on one casual day of school. It was lunchtime. Me and my two other friends were sitting down on lunch table, just eating our food, just minding our own business. So we had about approximately, I say, half an hour left before our next class. So we decided to play a Chinese version of rock paper scissors, which is actually really fun in um in our sixth grade form. Yeah, so back in our sixth grade days, every time we would get bored, we would play this game, and it was really fun. Like, it involved you clapping and making like blocking other people's charges, and you could shoot other charges to other people. And yeah, it was pretty fun, not gonna lie. So yeah, basically we were just minding our own business. Well, so when we were about to play the game, these three third graders just came out to us. I was like, "Oh, you play this game as well? Can we join you all?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, that's fine." And then coincidentally, like what the title says, they were holding cups of orange juice in their hands. So I was like, "Oh, okay. Where did you guys get those glasses from?" And then I was like, "Oh, we had a class party that we just celebrated because we finished our final exam and our teacher decided to throw us a party." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. I guess one of you guys can play with us now." So one of his friends who wanted to play with me was like, "Okay, can you hold this can you hold this cup? Sorry, can you hold this cup of orange juice for me?" And he was like, "Okay, sure." And then after about 3 seconds, the kid that held the cup of orange juice accidentally spilled the orange juice onto my hand, and I was quite upset. Me, sixth grader self, didn't know how to control my emotions. So yeah, what I did was not smart. I basically, okay, because I got pretty upset, what I did was I took that same cup, and let's say I splashed the entire left of the orange juice onto that third grader's face. What the fuck? So it was basically a third quarter of the cup of orange juice splattered onto his, okay, I keep dying, splattered onto that dude's face. So I started freaking out. I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get in so much trouble." I basically bullied a third grader in a very wrong and childish way. So yeah, that kid started crying, and I was trying my best to make him not cry. I was like, "Oh," I was like, It's okay, dude. It's okay. Don't cry. There's no need to cry." Unfortunately enough, he cried. His cry was pretty loud, so it did alert his class teacher. And basically, that class teacher called me up and decided to bring me to her office, and with that third grader and his other friends. So at that point, I was like, "Oh shoot, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. They're gonna call my parents. I'm gonna get like a suspension for about I don't know how many days." And okay, and it wasn't that bad, honestly, because um it was just like the teacher just thought it was a misunderstanding, so she didn't really take it personally. But what she did was that she brought me to her office, uh, along with the three third graders, and I was like, "Okay, you guys are gonna tell me what happened, and we'll settle things through." And then the third grader was like, oh, okay, so basically my friend wanted to play with me, and then I accidentally spilled a glass of orange juice, a cup of orange juice onto that sixth grader's hand, and yeah, and then that sixth grader, um, and then that sixth grader took that same cup and splashed it onto my face, and then yeah, it was pretty bad, and okay, I just died. So yeah, when he said that, I felt pretty horrible because he was a third grader. He was literally 3 years younger than me, and it was such a bad way to treat a to treat a primary student, like especially someone who's younger than me. So I was like, yeah, it was my mistake. I promise I'll never do that again. And yeah, I was being an idiot. I overreacted. I didn't make the right choice. I should have waited for a teacher to settle this, but instead I lost my temper basically. So the teacher was like, okay, I'll get back to you guys after about 10 minutes ish. I was like, oh. So basically, when I got back to class after about 10 minutes, that same teacher called me back to her office, and then what happened was what happened I did not expect it. So basically, she told me to call that third grader from his class because she wanted to tell us something. So basically I was like, oh, okay, I can do that for you. So basically I called that third grader from his class. I was like, oh, teacher, can you pause for a moment? I need to call this dude because a teacher wants to see him. And a teacher from his class was like, oh, okay, sure, you can do that. So basically, when we got to the office, she was pretty kind, but what she said, I did not expect. So basically, she was like, okay, well, because of this, I'm gonna put you on a warning. I'm gonna put you on a warning. She basically gave me a warning for what had happened. And I was like, okay, so what's gonna happen next if I repeat the same action? And then she basically said, oh, if you repeat that same action, I'm gonna give you a suspension span for about 3 days. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh my goodness, if I would have made that situation worse, where I took that cup of orange juice and spilled, and maybe like, I don't know, do an even worse consequence, like worse than splashing a cup of orange juice onto that third grader's face, I would have gotten into much trouble. My parents would have killed me. Um, I wouldn't be able to play games. I wouldn't be able to do whatever I want. I would be I would be like depressed. I'll be very sad, and yeah. So basically, that was the end of the story. It was a pretty scary experience that I had to um I had to go through as a sixth grader. I wouldn't have to deal with that situation if I wasn't a dumbass and would think smart. But no, I had to, yeah, my sixth grader self decided to overreact and not do the right decision. So yeah, so that's basically the end of the story time. If you guys want to suggest like any more ideas or video ideas that I could do on my channel, do leave some in the comment section below. I know my commentary is still pretty trash. I stutter sometimes. I don't know what to say. Like there are certain times of the video where I don't know what to I have no clue what I want to mention, and I would stay completely silent. And then I would try my best to avoid much of that and just go full on the commentary, focus more on the commentary, and yeah, like like no further other distractions, and yeah. And you guys can also suggest other video games I can record, because I don't want to just record Bed Wars. I want to record like something else, like in case if some of my viewers don't like Bed Wars, they could see me play their favorite game or something. However, there's a catch, and the catch is I can only play free multiplayer games. I can't play those games. I can't play games such as like let's say PUBG or DBD, or let's say Call of Duty. I can't play those games because I need to pay, and my parents are pretty strict parents. At times they're pretty strict with, especially me spending money. Like every time when I spend money, you're gonna be like, oh son, what are you spending on? Hopefully not games, because for them, they would think that spending money on video games, especially expensive video games, will be a waste, because they will be like, oh, why would you want to spend money on this game while you can play other free multiplayer games? So yeah, that's basically gonna be it for the story time. Yes, this is my first story time slash commentary. Well, not commentary. I actually did a commentary for my second video. So yeah. Um, hope you guys enjoy. I don't think I'm gonna finish this game within the time span of this video, but that's fine. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.